Sneak peek of Taobao. First of all, like robotic moves there, hitting all the poses in seconds with each shot. How did you find, who's the subject and how did you find her?
So the subject is I can't say her name very well. Kuei, and she is a professional model, and I saw a little tiny clip of her doing her moves, and I was like, I have to find this woman. I've been doing a series of documentaries about work in China, different occupations, and each one is like a portrait of a different person in a different occupation. So we found her on the website. She advertises her modeling on the same website that she models for.
Interesting. That was going to be another question: is why Taobao? Why this model? But you're doing a series.
Yeah.
Talk about that series for a second.
Yeah. So it's a. So I've been living in Shanghai for about 7 years. I've been working there for 15 years almost.
Cool.
And one of the things I do as a photographer is I do a lot of stuff on supply, kind of on the supply chain for different companies, visiting factories. And I've really gotten to know labor issues in China very well. And I thought it'd be really great to do stories about those specific kind of labor issues that I see workers dealing with in the factories, but dealing with them outside the factories. So different occupations. So I did another one that was at AFI Docks last year about a woman who recycles styrofoam, and yeah, a bunch of other ones.
Interesting, super interesting. So Taobao just kind of caught your eye. This model caught your eye. And what did she say when you asked her, hey, can I make a documentary about you?
She was excited. She in the film, she speaks very, very eloquently and elegantly about kind of how her career will end. She knows the career of a model is limited in terms of a lifespan. And so she was interested in documenting kind of this part of her life before she moves on to something else. And so I spent a day with her. And in that day, I think she modeled close to 200 outfits.
Wow.
And she's just got it down to a science. She had different photographers from different companies lined up, each with like 2 racks of clothing. And she just flies through it. And each one is like the photographers can't keep up. Each time the shutter clicks, it's like a different pose.
That is so cool.
It's, yeah.
Very different than how we do it here.
Yes. She gets paid per outfit. So she's very efficient.
That's awesome. Well, tell me, how long is the film?
Yeah, the film is only 5 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, it'll be playing festivals and it'll be up on websites.
In those 5 minutes, what do you want viewers to take from the film?
Well, the whole series, I want to further the kind of understanding of China and kind of people's understanding of the issues that workers deal with in China. When we see it here, I've spent a lot of time in the huge electronics factories in China, and when I read the articles about them, there's a lot of misunderstandings, and I want to kind of contextualize some of those issues and some of the issues that the workers are dealing with in a way that the way that people outside China can understand.
Right, because we're not there.
No.
How are we supposed to know?
Yeah.
Unless people like you make documentaries about it.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to, I don't know, it's easy to get ideas, and I think when you talk to individuals, the stories are really compelling and really interesting.
Right. Well, Noah, lastly, when and where is the film showing this week?
So the film's showing today at Slam Dance at 11 o'clock. It's a great block short. People should check it out. And then it will be up at, on my website and hopefully other places. I think it's going to be on a couple other places as well.
Nice. I hope it goes wide.
Thank you.
After Slam Dance.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's hopefully it's going to be in more festivals, and it's a whole series of films. There's about 10 in total. So we're trying to figure out what to do with them still.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Well, Noah Sheldon, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks
All right,
so much.
11 o'clock today, you can go see Taobao at Treasure Mountain Inn. It's all part of Slam Dance. We're going to be going to be a lot more coming up on the show. Stay tuned.